I lived alone with my father after my mother passed away when I was just 10. She had been everything to us, loving, protective, and kind. Her sudden illness took her quickly, leaving my father heartbroken. He never remarried, refusing to bring a stepmother into my life. He raised me with immense care, spoiling me, ensuring I studied well, and keeping me sheltered from the outside world. I grew up believing he was my protector, my everything. I was a quiet, obedient girl, top of my class, no friends outside school, no outings unless with him. He discouraged friendships, saying the world was full of bad influences. I never questioned it, I trusted him completely. When I turned 18, marriage proposals started coming. At first, he seemed hesitant, worried about being alone. But one day he announced he'd found the perfect match, Ajmal, a handsome, well-earning man from a nearby neighborhood. Everyone praised my character, neighbors, relatives, even strangers. I had never even looked at another man. Ajmal's family approved quickly after seeing me, and the wedding was arranged. Ajmal seemed kind during our brief phone calls arranged by my father, since I had no personal phone. He shared his past, a broken engagement because his fiancée ran away with someone else. He asked if the marriage was my choice. I assured him it was, though deep down I felt nervous about leaving my father. The wedding was grand. My father spared no expense: gold jewelry, furniture, a car, everything a daughter could dream of. I left my childhood home as a bride, full of hope for a new life. But on the wedding night, everything shattered. Ajmal accused me of impurity. He claimed I wasn't a virgin. Shocked and humiliated, he forced an ultrasound the next day. The report said I was 4 months pregnant. He screamed that the child wasn't his, divorced me on the spot, talaq, and threw me out. His family insulted me, called doctors, and contacted my father. At the hospital, the doctor, an old acquaintance of my father's, confirmed the pregnancy. My world collapsed. My father sat there, tears in his eyes, unable to look at me. Ajmal laughed triumphantly, saying he'd known all along I was characterless. He left with his mother, leaving me broken on the floor. Back home, I collapsed on my old bed, still wearing some wedding henna and jewelry. I cried myself to sleep, questioning how this could happen. I had never been with any man. Who was this child? How? In the middle of the night, I woke to find someone in my room. Terrified, I pretended to sleep. The figure rummaged through my cupboard, then left. In the dim light, I saw it was my father. Confused, I checked the cupboard later. My mother's old bundle, kept as memories, had been disturbed. Inside were letters that hadn't been there before. Love letters addressed to me, talking about our child, as if we had a secret affair. The next morning, my father confronted me aggressively, "Tell me whose child it is." When I denied everything, he searched my room, found the letters under my bed, and accused me of hiding them. He revealed his plan with chilling calm. He admitted the letters were fake, he'd planted them. The ultrasound, he'd bribed the doctor to lie. I wasn't pregnant at all. The goal, destroy my reputation so no one would marry me again, keeping me trapped at home forever. Why? My mother, before dying, had willed all her property and wealth to me once I turned 18 and married. Until then, he controlled everything. He had married her for money, not love. She was previously married, I wasn't even his biological daughter. He poisoned her slowly to inherit it all, but her will ruined his plan. For years, he endured raising me, waiting for the right moment. He staged the failed marriage, the accusations, the fake pregnancy, to ensure I'd be labeled immoral and isolated. Then he could remarry, enjoy the wealth, and live freely. I was devastated. The man I called Abu had murdered my mother, betrayed me, and framed me for his greed. Just then, the door knocked. It was my maternal uncle, Mama, the one my father had forbidden me from meeting years ago. He had tried to take me away as a child, warning that my father was dangerous. I'd rejected him, following my father's orders, even when people beat him thinking he was a kidnapper. Now, he hugged me and said he'd never stopped watching over me. He knew something was wrong when my mother died suddenly. He explained, My real father, my mother's first husband, had loved her truly, but she left him for my stepfather's charm and money. She regretted it too late. My uncle took me in, filed a police complaint, and took the case to court. He met Ajmal, explained everything. Ajmal, horrified by the truth, testified against my stepfather. The court sentenced him to 7 years in prison for fraud, forgery, and his role in my mother's death. The property was transferred to me. The neighborhood learned the truth, my honor was restored. My uncle arranged my marriage to his own son, Ihsan. Ihsan treats me with love and respect, never once mentioning my past pain. He makes me feel safe. Today, I live peacefully, grateful for my uncle who never gave up on me. Life taught me a harsh lesson: sometimes the closest bonds hide the darkest lies. But truth eventually finds its way, and justice, though delayed, does come.
How could
Some relationships are built on deception, but real love, like my uncle's and now Ihsan's, stands th.